Today, let's learn about what is an API. Okay, let's start with the definition of the API. API refers to a set of rules, protocols, and tools that enable different software applications to communicate with each other. And API defines the methods and data formats that developers use to request and exchange information between applications, allowing them to access and utilize the functionality of another software component, service, or a platform. So basically, assume there is a backend server application and a front-end application which is actually running in the backend, and there are multiple endpoints configured in the backend. Okay, now the front-end application needs to get the data from the backend. Once the backend server is up and running, we can hit a specific endpoint of the backend application which is defined, and I can get the response of the API from the backend to the front end. Okay, this way the front end and the backend communicates with the help of API. So I have created a simple API which will help you understand how APIs will look like and how can they be implemented. Here I am using a Python code which is fast API. Basically, there is a mock data dictionary which I have created, and there are three endpoints. One endpoint, on hitting this endpoint, it will be returning me subscribe to my channel. On hitting items endpoint, I will get the complete mock data dictionary, and there is another endpoint which is basically takes the item ID as input and returns the data. Okay, for example, I am giving 1 as input, it will return the data that is present in 1. How do you start this application? You can use this command sample API, which is basically my application name. Okay, so I have started my application, and you can see this is the port number and the local host ID it is running. Okay, so let me click on this one. So it opened this particular API that's shown here, and then it returns me subscribe to my main channel. Okay, next let me open the next endpoint. So these are all the items that we defined in the dictionary, which is this. Okay, next is, let me put an ID to this. Here it has returned me 2, which is basically the data associated with the key 2. Okay, so I have received the data here. So this is how an API works like, and subscribe to my channel if you like this video. Thank you. Bye.